Well, I'm really grateful for the support that I received from GPC members. It's heartening to have their support and to know I have their confidence in leading this great profession. It was really humbling to have that support, not just from GPC, but then from the wider profession sort of over subsequent days. And I've been overwhelmed by messages of thanks and also advice about how I might then pursue things in the next few years ahead. But I made it clear to GPC that I have the experience. I have been part of the negotiating teams within BMA GPC since 2004. I've worked with subsequent chairmen. I've seen some real lows and some highs in that process, but learned from each and every episode that we've been through over the last few years. I've been instrumental in turning around some of the punitive imposition contract changes that happened a few years ago, and being instrumental also in delivering some of the good contract changes that we've seen in the last 2 years that have delivered significant resources to practices well above the levels of investment that we've seen in previous years. Now, clearly, we need to do more. We need to go faster. We need to make those changes that make tangible difference to practices. But just in this last year, we've seen an end to the AUA days, the avoiding unplanned admission days, which was a bureaucratic nightmare, and many practices have thanked us for getting rid of that process. We've seen practices now having their CCG fees fully reimbursed. We've seen an increase to indemnity costs covered during the contract changes, and in the last few years seen big reforms to QOF and other areas as well. We've seen in changes to the sickness benefits that GPs can now obtain with confidence from their CCG if a practice needs that support. So we've made big changes, but we are under no illusions, and I'm certainly under no illusions, that there is a lot more that needs to be done to rescue us from this crisis that we're in at the moment.
Mm-hmm. I think some people saw the election as a kind of choice between experience and change. Do you see your chairmanship as representing a kind of continuity of the things that the leaderships that have gone before?
No, I think what we've done before won't be good enough in the future. We recognise that, and I recognise that we have to change, and general practice is changing rapidly around us, and we've got to both respond to that and also lead the right type of change. So general practice has always been flexible, it's been adaptable, it's one of its great strengths, its ability to change and adapt to the various situations that it finds itself in. But GPC has to be at the forefront of getting the right deals in place, securing the right investment, ensuring that doctors can work as doctors confidently and in safety. And so we're going to have to tackle big issues like the workload pressure that GPs are under, and how we can ensure that they deliver a safe service and aren't putting themselves at risk as a result of trying to do more and more and more.
Mm-hmm. Is there a difficult balance for kind of stepping into a new leader between kind of continuing the kind of successful work that's gone in the past and wanting to make your own mark on the role? How do you kind of find that balance?
Well, I think clearly we have to respond to the challenges that each of us face, and I think previous chairs and previous memberships of GPC, whether it be in England, Scotland, Wales or Northern Ireland, have had to respond to those different challenges and different issues, and that's what we will have to do. But equally, we've got to start leading the agenda as well, and in many cases we've been too willing to just hope that somebody else will do something for us, when actually the contract that we have, the independent contractor status, enables us to make independent decisions which can help to control things and limit things and change things for the better within our own working life. So that is something that we need to look at more and take some control over what we're doing more and be more confident about doing that and making those decisions and then sticking to them.